Adire is a Nigerian Nollywood film that was in the cinema in 2023 last year, and then it came to the Netflix streaming platform 2024. That was where I got to watch it because I didn't see it in the cinema. I saw it at the comfort of my home on Netflix. While the story is a very beautiful one, trust me, I love the storytelling, I love the narration of the beginning, the middle, and the end. But what I don't like about the film was the fact that Adire could have just killed her boss. Yeah, she could have just ran away for real, like just disappear, knowing that there's no one coming to look for her, because you stole this guy's money and then he was sleeping when you left. So what were you expecting? For him to just forget about you when you were the biggest asset, you were one of the best sex worker that he had. So girl, for me, I'll say Adire had the chance to just kill the man, because later he came back for her life, which was really scary, and I felt like he was going to kill her, and I thought he would kill her, but it wasn't successful. So Adire was just saved. Maybe let's just say it was just God's mercy. Coming to God's mercy, the pastor's wife does not understand what God's mercy is, because I don't understand. The character of the pastor's wife was well played and perfectly interpreted by Lola. It still boils down to show the reality of what's happening in some local churches, that we have pastors' wives who really do not care, who do not empathize with people, who just judge everybody and everything they see because they see themselves as self-righteous, whereas that is not the preaching. That is not what Jesus said we should do. Jesus said we should love our neighbor as ourselves. So you being in that position, you're not just expected to be loving, be kind, be compassionate, but it should be a lifestyle for a person who holds that high esteem or that position or that privilege to call herself, I'm a pastor's wife. You should be the one that would come to when there's a problem, not that everybody will be afraid that, I can't talk to this woman because she's going to talk to me anyhow. The pastor's wife was literally bullying her members, talking down at them, discriminating them, just speaking to them in all sorts of annoying manner. And Adire coming into the picture just changed the narrative, like, we've been waiting for you, because the pastor's wife, the pastor's congregation, the church members literally fell in love with Adire. And one of them was Shalewa. When Shalewa went to confront Adire because she felt like she was going out with her husband, sleeping with her husband wasn't coming home to her. And guess what? Adire gave her a solution to her problem, because that movie also depicts the fact that not all problems is going to be solved by prayers. Trust me, even the Bible says walk and pray. So if you're just praying and you're not doing the work, you're not spicing up things with your husband like she did help Shalewa to do, trust me, things might not get better. So it also explains the aspect of women empowerment, how Adire empowered these women, built their confidence, just give them that knowledge and exposure of this is who you can be, this is how things are done, this is how not to do things. And it was just beautiful. The women were happy. They had this safe space and safe spot with and for Adire, which made them just became better versions of themselves. And that's something that I really learned in that movie. So I think that when you watch this movie, you'll be convinced that there are better ways to live life, there are better ways to do things, there are better ways to love God and still serve God. You can love God, serve God, and still be kind to people, still be genuinely kind to people. And you can still mix with other people, because you're trying to extend God's love to them. You're not just trying to hide God's love and saying, I'm serving God, it's just me and God, and doing things the way you like. But also you're extending that grace, you're extending that love. And see, Adire was not even a believer in quotes, who has not even surrendered her life to Christ, but she had this empathy, she had this sense of belonging to other people, sense of allowing people express themselves, sense of just being kind to people, like genuinely. So I think we need more people out there, more people who claim to be lover of God, lover of Jesus, to be more kind, more tender, more compassionate, less judgmental, and the world will be a better place. The movie really talks about the fact that of how human we can be, in as much as we want to be spiritual, but some people are yet religious, they are not spiritual yet. And spirituality is you touching God's heart. Spirituality is you walking with God. And if you are walking with God, if you are in that spiritual path, you would learn to love people unconditionally. Even if you cannot love the way God will love them, you should learn to be kind to people, be compassionate to people, just like Jesus was, right? So this pastor's wife in Adire, that lived in a city where Adire ran to, she had zero compassion. She had so many judgmental spirit. She really talked bad to the lady who got pregnant, a teenage girl in church, Abeni. She really talked down at that girl, and I'm like, yo, this is happening in real life, and it's crazy, right? It's really crazy. So the pastor's wife was not even emotionally intelligent, and it's an issue that movie really addressed, that you're a spiritual leader, not just a religious leader as it were. You should be spiritually sound and emotionally intelligent to know that this shouldn't be said to a young girl. This should be said. This should be done better. So the fact that Adire found love again was really interesting for me. Adire found love again. She found light again. She just found that space, community, to express herself, to become herself, to be accepted again. Yes, because there's a place of acceptability, wanting to be accepted, which also the pastor's wife was struggling to be accepted in the midst of her congregation. But she was forcing her way into, like, you people must like me, you people must accept me, you people must do this. She was just a control freak. She was always talking anyhow to people, always treating people in a trashy manner, always trying to be like she's the most perfect. You are not even loving. You don't have any love in you. And it really shows how damaged she was in that movie. Like, she's damaged. She's never vulnerable. You can never cut her. You can never catch her guard down or on her way. She's always putting up her guard, always shining her bone in her face. And I'm like, life is not hard. Why are you like this, mommy pastor, mommy Gio? Life is really not hard. If life were hard, then Jesus wouldn't have died for us. Jesus wouldn't have ate with the disciples. He wouldn't have sit with sinners. He wouldn't have, shown people that this is what love is. This is what you should do. Love your neighbor as yourself. Be kind to people. Extend grace. Extend love. Pastor's wife, if you extend grace and love, waiting happen. So for me, I'll say if you watch that movie, you would personally want to self-reflect and ask yourself if you are really doing Christianity right, if you are really working with God in a right way, if you are really loving people as you ought to, regardless of our flaws, regardless of our imperfections, regardless of our shortcomings, regardless of whatever we do. It still boils down to we are still human. In as much as we want to work with God, we are still human, and there's a place of forgiveness, there's a place of hope, there's a place of love, there's a place of just meeting God back again, and reconciling with God, even if you had fallen or taken the wrong step or done the wrong thing or made the wrong decision at a point in your life. There's this point to reconcile back to God. Jesus has already paid the price, so just come back. The gate is not locked. Heaven is not. It's not a strange place. Some beautiful themes were portrayed in Adire, like love, like betrayal, like discrimination, right? Yes, because this pastor's wife has this heavy discrimination on those who are not dressing a certain way, who are not looking a certain way, and she, on the other hand, she's dressing it, but she's not living the life. Her life is not even portraying Christ. It's so far from the love of Jesus. So I love the story so much, and I really love the way it ended to, Adire, after she ran away from her boss's place, she started a business in the city she fled to, and she was just trying to figure out life. And Adire is just this young, beautiful, intelligent, and kind character that wants more out of life. And when she met this very handsome guy who eventually would spend the rest of his life with her, she was just like, I know you are like every other guy, you just want to sleep with me. And then this guy is like, oh no, I'm not about your body or whatever. I want more I want to have more relationship with you beyond just coming on your bed. And then it got to her like, are there really men like that? Yes, they are men like that. And yes, that's the part that was really an amazing part again, to just see beyond the fact that all men has come. No, there are still good men out there. And it took her time, it took her a while for her to even believe that, okay, this man is really authentic. So it took her a while to come out of that shell, to say that, okay, there's more to life than just sleeping around. There's more to life than just thinking every man wants sex from you. There's more to life than saying all men are the same, right? So she saw a brighter light. It's your girl Temitayo Abbas. Thank you so much for watching this movie review. See you again in my next video review. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're yet to see Adire, go to Netflix. It's still there, it's still showing, it's still streaming. Go watch it, and I'm sure you learn a lot from it. Bye.